And now I want you to think about, where's an empty space in you? Where does empty show up in your world? Where is this place that needs to have something in it? What is the stuff that's in you now? Scan your body. Become aware. Become aware of this energy that fills your body. And now become aware of this energy and ask yourself, is this energy that I have in my body right now, what's its purpose? What's its desire? What's its reason? Is it to fill an empty space that I'm not comfortable with? Is it to provide energy and become a resource for things I have to do? Ask it. Is it the residual energy that I've been holding on to because I'm too afraid to let it go? And that's okay if you become aware of that. So the question now becomes, what changes? What changes now that you begin to become aware of the different energies in your body? Some of those energies are source. Some of those are to help you become resourceful. And some may be leftover energies that don't serve you. So imagine you're looking, if you've ever put batteries into a battery pack, into something that you use, a flashlight, a fan, a light, and you open up the back, right? You take out the little screw. It's the tiniest little screw. Much like in our lives, there's this tiniest little thing that holds all of this energy in. Let's say we were going to go put fresh batteries into our life, into our vision, into our dreams. And you find that place in your energetic soul where you start to feel where the cover is. Maybe it's over your heart. Maybe it's on your left leg. I don't know. But someplace, find that cover, find that place where you can become in touch with the energies in your body. And now find that little tiny screw that's right there, and it sometimes takes the pointy head screwdriver, also known as a Phillips. and you got to find something, you got to find the tool to remove the thing that holds it. What's the tool in your life that would remove that little placeholder, that little screw that holds everything together? Is it permission from yourself to say, I approve my upgrade, my increased energy? Is it love? Is it gratitude? So now you undo that screw with grace and peace and love and joy, and you open up and you see the batteries. This is a visual exercise, so if you're driving, you may have to come back and listen later. But I want you to open up that cover, and I now want you to look at your batteries. How many are there? Is it the 2 batteries that are stacked on top of each other? Is it 3 batteries that you slide into little holders? Is it 4 batteries? What size are the batteries? Are they AAA, AA, C batteries, D batteries, 9-volt? Give them a visual. And I'm being asked to ask you, one of them you know is not right. Do you remember putting batteries into something or taking that cover off, and you've got 3 of one kind and 1 of the other? And you're not sure when you're putting them in if that odd battery was already dead because you didn't have a tester? Look at your batteries. My question to you right now is, are you okay with swapping out just one? You had to go to the challenge and finding the little screwdriver to remove the screw that was all caked and crusted because it hadn't been opened in a while, and now you pulled the cover off and you're looking, and you sometimes see that white powder that's at the end of the batteries because they're corroded a little bit. Do you change just one? Probably not. Now the challenge is that the device called you is still running with these batteries that don't look like they're at peak performance level. You've now got to find new batteries. You didn't have them. You didn't think that you needed all the number of batteries that you need to replace. So now, much like in life, you've got the cover open, you're vulnerable, you don't want to lose the batteries because it's still running. You don't like the way it looks because they're corroded, and you know that at least one of them is very drained. It doesn't even fit with the other batteries. It's not the same style, not the same kind. What source in your body, what source in your energy, what source in your field is out of order with the rest of the batteries? What new belief, what new source of energy, what new variety of vision is out of order with the rest of them? Is this moving you towards your goals and your dreams, or is it keeping you stuck? Usually that odd battery, that odd looking one that doesn't have the same brand as the rest. Think about it for just a second. Breathe in some energy. Remember to breathe. This is a very emotional, engaging dialogue. Remember that brand you were going to build for yourself, that style, that idea, that ideal you were going to build for yourself? That's that odd battery. Look at the connections on it. Maybe it's the one that's drained because it's the one that gets used more often. The rest are pretty much the standard, the thoughts and comments that you typically run through your body. There's not much drain there. So let's, without moving, let's use our energy and find a new set of sources, a new set of energies to help run and communicate our dreams to the future, what would be this new style, this new vision, this new future that you want? What would the batteries look like for that? What would the sources look like for your next adventure? For this conversation, we're going to use the annual change of batteries called January 1, the resolution. And now you have access to the universal source, to God's source, to pick the batteries, to create the batteries, to build the batteries for your 2024. What do they look like? What do they feel like? When you go to pick up that battery, however many batteries you will have in this pack, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, AA's, AAA's, C's, D's, 9 volts. Imagine being able to go to an online store and buy and look for batteries. Do you buy the commercial grade, the heavy duty version? What's your criteria for this source that you're going to put into you? Can it deal in extreme temperatures, extreme pressures? So now you take out one of the old batteries because you want to keep this thing running, this idea running. You want to have access, connection, or do you pull them all out and do a reset? Much like when you pull things out of one of those electronic devices that has the clock on it, where the clock resets and you now have to set the new time. Do you want to set your new time? Do you want to reprogram your VCR, for those of you that might be a little older? Is it okay if you reprogram, reset, and set the new times and the new alarms and all of that stuff? Or do you want to change them out one at a time and it runs and everything gets a little dimmer? So now you've ordered the batteries and the batteries show up. What are they wrapped in? If you already have the batteries out, what did you take them out of? What kind of packaging? What was being used to protect them? These are your batteries. From the time you ordered them to the time of your arrival, did anybody drain any of the energy? Did anybody use your batteries? See, that's the thing. When you have this new order of batteries, you're going to find out that these are a level of fresh you've not experienced before. Because most people, the batteries they have are the proverbial hand-me-downs. These are the things, the ideas, the ideals that have come from those individuals who gave or give you your energy. You know, those certain people that you hang around that you feel your energy drop, they're giving you their batteries. There's certain people you hang around that raise your energy, put a smile on your face. They give you their batteries, the energy, the recharge. Now, maybe, possibly for the first time, in just a moment, you're going to be plugging in a fresh set of your ideas and ideals and concepts. And it's going to feel different. It's going to feel amazing. It's going to feel scary. Because instantly the filters that you've built into your life where you are no longer affected or affected by others' thoughts is going to be set to a new level of high and awareness. When you plug these batteries in, there's going to be a surge through your body of love that's always been there, but it has been drained because of the defense thoughts and comments and ways that you've protected yourself. This new battery, when it gets installed, this new energy, when it flows through you, there is no more defense. There's only this outgoing joy and love, and you're excited because you're reading the side of the battery and it says love and joy and peace. And now all of a sudden you begin to pull the batteries out, and you see the little places, the prongs where the batteries sit, and the little spring where the battery engages, and you want to clean it. And the best way to clean some of that is to use a little rag or the tip of an eraser of a pencil. And the lead in the pencil, the carbon in the pencil can help clean it. So you rub the pencil tip, the black tip, onto the connections, and then you rub it off, and all of a sudden this connection seems to shine a little bit brighter. And you do that for all of the connections. And this system is running on backup power, which a lot of times what you're finding out is there wasn't a real big shift in the energy when you pulled the batteries out, because you've been running on backup power for possibly decades. And so now you take the first battery and you put it in, and you make sure it's going in the right place, in the right direction, and you push it in against the little spring and pop it down against the front. And all of a sudden you feel a little shift of energy flow through you. That's not supposed to happen. It's not supposed to engage all of the energy until they're all in. This is different. This is unique. This is you. And you feel a little surge in your body. Do you feel that surge in your body? It's not big. It's just an awareness. There's a little tingle. And so now you take the next battery and you read it, and it says love and joy and peace and awareness and all of those things, those emotions that you've kind of set on the shelf and you thought you were using, you thought you had, and now all of a sudden you turn that one a little bit different and you push it against the spring and you pop it in, and all of a sudden now you feel a little shift, true awareness in your energy field. Doubt seems to be a little bit less, confidence seems to be a little bit more, awareness seems to be a little bit peaked, and delusion seems to be going away, and there's this new feeling. And you're pretty amazed at what it feels like. And you're almost questioning, do I deserve this? Is this possible? Could this be this simple, with this little shift and change of an upgrade of a belief, a thought, a pattern, adding a virtual new battery? Does this really shift my body that much? And what's your answer? Yes. Yes, it does. And for those that still have batteries to add, we make sure the next terminals are clean, and we look at this new battery and we see it as beliefs and honor and respect and joy and clarity and decision making. I didn't know there was a battery for decision making, and all of a sudden we make sure it's oriented right in so that it's put in correctly, because we have put in batteries before and things didn't work. We're like, these are fresh batteries, I know they are, but the thing's not working. It's because we put them in wrong. We put our beliefs in wrong. We put them in based on somebody else's, the way they put theirs in. Theirs is not the way you put in yours. And now you take this battery and you orient it correctly and you push it against the little spring, and this one's a little bit, the spring's a little bit tighter, a little bit stronger, because maybe you haven't used your own decision making, your own creativity, your own thought process. Maybe the spot was empty forever. So it's a little odd that you're going to be improving and manufacturing and creating your new levels of awareness and decision making and creativity and what you allow, and you push it against that spring and it's a little bit tighter and you pop it in and you can feel it pop in, And all of a sudden, it's as if somebody turned the lights on in the room. You realize, a little bit of a scary moment, that the decisions you were making were residual decisions of those around you. You now know how to make decisions for you, how to say your words for you with love and kindness and peace and joy. You feel this energy surging in through you. This is all a state of mind, and right now it is your mind that you are managing. Your energy you are managing. You have this new belief, this new understanding, this new creativity to say, these are my rules. And maybe, quite possibly, there's a little pit in your stomach, a little knot in your stomach that you feel this energy flowing through saying, you've never made your own decisions. How many of you feel that? Maybe you've never made your own decisions. You've made decisions that made everybody else feel a little bit comfortable and maybe stretch them just a little bit. Now, it's about you. This is your energy, your source of awareness. And for this conversation, there's one more battery to put in. And this one, when you look at that place where you're going to install and put this new energy source, this resource in, this power in called you, you look at it and you realize this one has been empty for a very long time. It's actually filled with debris. You didn't even know there was a spot for this particular energy you want in your body. And you start cleaning it out. You start using the little screwdriver to clean out the dirt and the dust and the debris and the old thoughts and the old beliefs and the old patterns. You see some other people's names and faces as you start to scrape this out, some images going through your head of who's blocked you from having this. Maybe it's old stories, maybe it's traumas from when you were little, maybe it's recent traumas, and you all of a sudden you realize that you now have an entirely new set of awarenesses, a new set of sources, a new set of beliefs and beings. That's called you. It's nothing extraordinary. It is a part of you that deserves to have power. It's a part of you that deserves to have energy. It's a part of you that deserves to operate in this moment. So you've got this cleaned out. You've got the ends, the little contacts cleaned up. You need to give it that one last little clearing it out. So you bring it up close to you and you blow on it, and you close your eyes so you don't get anything in your eyes, and you blow it. And you can almost feel something being blown out of your spirit, out of your soul, doubt and fear and lack and frustration and challenge and old stories. And you reach and you grab that battery, and there's something special about this battery. You can feel it as you hold it in your hand, and you see this connection, and you can almost feel the battery being pulled into this spot. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a magnetic pull, this higher version of you, this better version of you, this most magnificent version of you is literally pulling this energy into this slot. And you feel as if you could almost let go of this battery, and it instantly installs itself correctly and activates. So you do that. You let go and you let God is one of the phrases. You get out of your own way and you allow it, you, your highest calling, to pull you into this energy. And you let go. Fearful, scared, I have to be manipulating, I have to be the strategy that works it. And you say, no, I trust myself. And you let it go. And when this hits those contacts and each end connects, there is a surge that flows through you unlike anything you've ever felt before. You feel this in your crown chakra. You feel your pineal gland awakening, your third eye awakening. There's a level of energy that flows through there. You feel your words warmer to yourself. You feel your words filled with love to yourself. You feel the energy in and around your heart. Your heart is maybe racing a little bit. Your breathing may be a little bit more rapid, and you feel this energy, this green light that's flowing in and around your heart. There's this kind of a Grinch moment where it begins to expand to fill your space called you, and you feel this love and this joy and this energy flowing into you, through you, and it activates the next chakra, the solar plexus, the doing. And you now know, with this new energy, with this ability, you can do what you need to do. And when you do it right. You do it the best. You do it till it's done. No more procrastination. And you feel this energy, and it's kind of odd and neat and exciting and a little fearful. And then you move down to your sacral chakra. You feel all of this. You feel this energy flowing through you. There's parts of your body where it's almost discomfort, where the energy is flowing with such energy and such joy and such awareness. You're not used to this. You're afraid of this because all of a sudden you know that if you feel all of this joy inside of you, that people are going to see you different. And you're like, I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. That's not your job anymore. You will love them. You will make them as comfortable as they choose to be, not as you have to sacrifice for them to be. And now, maybe, possibly for the first time, or at least one of the many times it's happened in your life, but when you say, I am, just I am, there's a whole new awareness to your spirit, to your ability, to your joy, to your confidence. I am. Just say, I am. Not anything else. Say, I am, and you're becoming your full I am. And when you say that I am, maybe, possibly for one of the first times, if not the first time, you have this faith and this confidence that you are. I am. I am. I really am. Say, I really am aware. I am really awake. I am really ready for my next adventure. And you can feel the connection from your root chakra, the I am, all the way up to the crown chakra. I understand. Say, I am and I understand. You may not be aware of it with words, general words. Words right now don't have the depth of what you've just experienced, what you've just allowed. I am and I understand. That's all you need. I am and I understand. I am, I understand, I see. Feel it awakening. I am, I understand, I see, I speak. What if that's all you needed? To know that at the highest function of these statements, I am, I understand, I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel, I am. Feel it. I understand, I see, I speak, I love, I feel, I do, I am. I understand, I see, I speak, I love, I do, I feel, I am. And now that you've got this energy flowing through you, we need to put the cap back on. And now when you put this cap back on, that too is upgraded. It's not going to be infiltrated, or it's not going to be penetrated by others' energies, others' thoughts. It has the ability to sit in others' energies without being drained. And you put the cap back on and you make sure that little tiny screw is put in just right. And you turn this thing called your energy, and you say, that feels. And you sit in this now. Allow this music to bathe over you. Allow your dreams to bathe over you. Imagine opening a door, having opened a door, a garage door, a building door, an airplane hangar door, as big as you want this door, and everything on the other side was everything you were seeking, and it begins to flow to you. It begins to flow in you. You feel this energy and this excitement all around you of all of these dreams saying, I see you. I feel you. I am you. Maybe a tear comes to your eye with this joy and this awareness. And your only response to all of this abundance is yes. Yes. Say yes. To all of this abundance, say yes. Feel that flow through you. Feel that energy inside of you. Become aware, become awake. Maybe, possibly for the first time in a while. Say yes. Feel that. Maybe you need to be stretching your body, rotating your shoulders, maybe twisting at your core, just slowly allowing this energy to move, much like when you are trying to make a new baseball glove work. You got to break it in. Maybe this is energy flowing through you haven't felt before, and you need to move your joints and your big muscles to expand it, to reach out, to stack it onto your heart. This is you. This is the you you've been seeking. You just needed some new energy. And all of this is always as close as your skin. Breathe that in. Feel that energy. And as we begin to come back to this time and this moment and space, you begin to realize you are healthier than you've ever been before, wealthier than you've ever been before, getting better and better in every way and every day. And you say yes to this new awareness, yes to this new energy, yes to you, yes to your higher self, yes to your better self. Feel that. This is all you. All you did all the work. Say, I did all the work. This is all me. I deserve this. I am worthy of this. And from this state, I can have more, do more, be more, give more, receive more. Say that one again. I can receive more. And breathe that in. Become aware. And now say, as I come back into my body and into my awareness and into this state called me, I say yes to more. And as I begin to open my eyes and move in this plane, in this time, I look for things that are blue in and around me, and I count them because I need to activate and want to activate my prefrontal cortex. And in doing that, I become fully aware of my capabilities and my capacities in this moment, in this time, and I bring all of that energy with me, and I begin to just go ahead and stretch. Oh, you can do a little vagus nerve clearing, big breath in, and let the guttural sound. And feel that energy just vibrate throughout your body, and become aware of your new joy. Sit with that, and we'll get started in just a moment, having a little dialogue about what you experience. Are you ready? Are you really ready to step into your best version? Because that starts now.
Wide awake while the world is sound asleep, and too afraid of what might show up while you're dreaming. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. And every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories, they somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe you. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows. You keep a cover over every single secret, so afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. What's your takeaways? What'd you learn? What'd you like? What questions came up? How can I be a best service? It's just us eagles.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That was awesome. Found a couple corroded batteries.